Hello everyone, welcome to Lester's Custom Truck Shop. Joseph D. in New York. This is your LesComm LC995V150. Here's the inside of it. You can see I've done the upgrades. You already had dual finals. And there's your RFX 150. Okay. Upgraded capacitors there. And what I've done, you only need one cable to run the radio and the amp. Okay. Just that cable right there to run the radio and the amp. Because I've got power cables coming out from the amplifier and going to the power jack. Just remember, when you've got power applied to this cable, this jack, the positive side is hot. Okay, you'll have 12 volts on that pin. Alright, but the way it's set up now, you only have to plug in one cable and you're cooking with grease. Okay, show you some things about it. Right there is your amp switch. Well, that switch in the amp position, the RFX 150 is live. Okay, SWR and off, the amp is off. You also have a visual indication right here. See that? When you got it in the amp position, that light comes on. Okay, now let's do some power checks. I'm on the antenna. The meter on the left is average power. Both meters have 100-watt slugs in them. Meter on the left is average power, and it's times 1. So we'll be reading on that bottom scale right there. Meter number 2 also has a 100-watt slug in it, but it is on the times 2 scale. So that's going to be 50, 100, 150, 200, 225, 250. Okay? I'm on, let's see, I'm on AM right now. And RF power is turned all the way down. We're dead keying about, well, let's see, how much are we dead keying? Take a look at that. Put this guy here on 1, turn the amp off. Dead keying just a tad bit over 2 watts. About 2.5 watts dead key. With power turned all the way down, I'm going to turn power all the way up. And need to put this on the higher scale. And what we're looking at about 10 watts. A little bit under 10 watts. Okay? That's with the amplifier off. Alright. Amp on. I'm on AM. Just gonna key, not say anything. Okay, now I'm gonna talk a little bit. Audio 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1. Audio test. And we've got, that was power all the way up. I'm gonna turn the power all the way down now. Audio, hello audio, 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1. Look at that swing. That was on AM. Okay, now we're going to lower sideband. Hello audio 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1. Audio, hello audio, 1 2 3. Audio test. A little over 150 watts on sideband. And let's see if we can get a shot of the amp meter. And I'm still on sideband. Audio 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1. Audio test. A little over 30 amps peak. So that's driving the crap out of this thing. All right. Now then, Power all the way down on sideband. Audio 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Audio test. I'm going to turn it all the way back up. Audio, hello, hello, audio. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Audio. Okay, so you need at least a 30 amp supply. Go direct to your battery if you can. And let's see how many amps it's drawing on AM. That's what it's drawing dead key on AM. Hello, audio. Audio 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Audio test. That's RF power all the way up. And you can see it's dead on frequency. Fine, coarse tune are lined up at 12 o'clock. We're on 385. Okay? All right. That ought to about do it. I'm going to put the covers on it. I'll be back. A lot of close-in skip going on today. Joseph D. in New York. This is your LesComm LC995V150 custom. And there's your RFX 150. Okay. I would recommend, especially if you like to stay keyed down for a long period of time, that you buy the fan kit for this thing, because it does get pretty warm. There's just not enough heat sink on it, so just remember that. Try not to keep it keyed too long, and if you do, make sure there's some kind of ventilation around that heat sink. Okay. I've already made some calls on this thing and talked to quite a few stations. They said it sounds good. I thought I was recording them, but apparently I didn't hit the record button. So ding dang it. But here it is. And again, the amp, when it's on, that light's on. All the way over to the right, the amp is on. Okay, your SWR function does not work. Okay, and let me explain why. The little SWR board that was in there had a calibrate resistor on it. Okay, it was set up at the factory to show the SWR at the antenna jack. Well, we're going through the RFX 150. So if you were checking SWR, you'd just be showing the RFX 150, not actually the antenna. So what I did is take the SWR leads from the RFX 150 and connect them up in place of the SWR board. But unfortunately, the radio doesn't have a calibrate. So you can't actually calibrate it. Let me go to my dummy load so that I can show you what I'm talking about. Cut the amplifier off. Switch to internal. Now my internal is a 1-to-1. But you see where it goes there. It's indicating basically the output power. So you can't use your SWR meter. Your SWR meter is not going to be any good. So what you need to do is use an external SWR meter. Okay. Use an external SWR meter to take your SWR reading. Now, if you want to use this mode switch, make sure this one is in the middle position where it says AM SSB. Okay. If this guy's not in the middle position, if it's that way, it's PA and that won't come on. But if it's over to the left, you'll be in FM and it disconnects this switch. All right, so make sure that it's in the middle. and then this switch selects the mode. Okay, anytime you put this switch in FM, we go to FM mode. Okay, let's see, that's sideband right there. I'm on the dummy load. You can see when you flip that over, you go to FM immediately. It ignores whatever this switch is set on. All right. Now, the radio doesn't actually have an FM detector in it. What it does is use slope tuning to receive FM signals, which is fine, you know. It does put some of your audio in the VCO to make the radio an FM radio when you're in FM mode. So you can carry on a conversation in FM. All right, that's not a problem. The amplifier works in all modes, FM, AM, SSB. Okay, and to cut the amp off, just put it in the off position or the SWR position. Okay, either way, in the off position you get the RF, you know, your output power and the received signal. In the amp position you get the received signal and the radio output power. In the SWR position you just get the reflected power that's coming from the amplifier. You don't actually get the SWR. All right, little things to remember. And here's your 10 kc switch. You push this guy in, the radio goes up 10 kcs, and you also get a visual indicator. All right, I keep bumping that damn knob. I think that's about it. Just remember that you only have to use the big cable, but your DC jack in the back, the positive lead, has 12 volts on it. When you have that cable hooked up to 12 volts, the positive pin in your power jack here in the back has 12 volts on it. All right, I think that about does it. Okay, Joseph, I certainly hope that you enjoy your radio. It was my pleasure to build it for you. 73s.